Hello, everyone. My name is Slappy Burger, and welcome to part 10. You need to hush out there. Welcome to part 10 of my journey through Minecraft. Um, wow, part 10 already. It's kind of crazy. Last episode, we did a lot of decorating over here. And yeah, I'm still really liking just the stuff we have done here. Looks really good over here. I don't know, I love it. It's very something. It's very something, but I like it a lot. So yeah, last episode we just did a lot of decorating, got these paths down, the fountain, the forest stuff over there. But today we were just getting interrupted by all the noises today. Today I had an idea of something I wanted to do, something I wanted to build, and we're gonna do it right before I mention the fact that the mushroom are they're getting a little out of hand. I need to trim them back, but I'm kind of tempted just to let them go for a little bit longer just to see if they will spread any further, but um yeah, there's just a lot of the mushrooms are going a little crazy in here, especially the red mushrooms. The red mushrooms are spreading everywhere. The brown mushrooms have spread a bit, but the red ones are just everywhere. Um but yeah, I wanted to build something today, and I'm thinking I'm going to build it right here in this little valley, and it's probably not what you're thinking we're going to build. I am going to build a creeper statue. Yep, I spent a bunch of time gathering wool over the time I've spent in this world, and I've spent a lot of time making the dyes. And we're gonna make a creeper statue right here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely using a schematic for it, um, because I'm not that good, but it's a pretty basic schematic, and it's gonna not fit in here. I mean, it will fit in here, but it's not gonna fit in, as in, it's probably not gonna be the best thing. Hey, we're about to build one of you. Why don't you just stay over there? But yeah, we're gonna build a creeper in here. I kind of need to do some trimming back and maybe some landscaping before we actually build it. But I'm kind of thinking right here just because I think it would be a funny place to build a really tall creeper for no reason. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to build a creeper here. So I did want to say before we get into the video that recently my videos have been doing pretty well. I was pulling in, about, or at least the last two videos have been doing pretty well. The decorating video has been up for a little over a day now, and it's already sitting at almost 300 views. And then the video for building the base, starting the base that's kind of underground over there, is over 500, which is kind of blowing my mind. So you guys are really, really popping off on the channel. There's been a lot of people coming through and they're being like, wow, I'm going to watch this series. Appreciate you guys too. But yeah, we need to first kind of do some, at least to build this creeper, we're going to need to do some, I guess, general measuring to make sure that it can actually fit in here. I'm not concerned about it not fitting in here, but I'd like to have it kind of centered right here-ish. I'm definitely going to have to raise this dirt, but, and maybe push this back, but maybe we can have it more centered right here. Be the kind of the center point-ish. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this dirt here and kind of shave this back, and then we'll start working on the measurements for it, and then we'll get this guy built. All right, now that we have the, I guess this area flattened out, we're going to go ahead and, I guess, measure it out. So it's going to be 12 blocks, wide and then 8 blocks across. So if it's 8 blocks across, then it's that. And then okay, yeah. This should more than definitely fit in here. Because we want it to face, you know, that way out. So we're going to build it right here. I guess that center point, I don't think the head will get too blocked by anything. Might get blocked by that, but I think for the most part that'll be okay. Because I kind of want it to like, I don't know, I'm trying to like visualize this before I build it. Because the head's going to be like right there, probably-ish, somewhere in that region. So the head is right there, and we're looking at it from like way over here. It shouldn't be too obscured, right? It might actually be perfectly framed by the hills. Which is part of the reason why I wanted to build it right here, is kind of wanted it to be framed naturally. So this is good. We know I'm going to leave these sort of markers here, and then we'll just replace them with the colors that we need to using the schematic. Just so we know where things go. And then I'm going to sleep so I don't have to work through the whole night. All right, so to start, we're going to start out by doing sort of pattern like this, where these are going to all be black. Then all of these are going to be this dark green, just like this. Don't need this one. Overshooting it. Then we're going to repeat the pattern here. And yeah, so this is the project that I was talking about where I said I was like, I need a lot of wool. This is that project. So I do indeed need a lot of wool. And I actually just realized I forgot my white wool. So I'm going to go grab that. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty fun build. I think I have an idea for the next episode. I'm going to take a lot of grinding, but it might be fun to do. Might have to come back to it, though. Guess we'll see. So yeah, this is what the front of the foot is going to look like, is pretty much what we're going for here. And then I just realized the chest is exactly where I placed the actual thing, so that's really convenient. Just dump everything back else into here. I'm not going to take the time to organize it. Okay. I think the foot, honestly, we're just going to replicate the same thing. So we'll just do this. So now we'll repeat this pattern up here again for the foot. Place another one of these, place another one of these. And then this time we'll do 4 here. It's like this. Like that. Thank God for shears, because I would not want to destroy my sword's durability making this. Hey, you can't be coming over here. Not when I'm building your big brother. Stay away. You stay away over there. Actually, what am I supposed to do about this? he is proving to be a big problem. You know, walking back and forth and sleeping all the time is making me almost tempted to just build like another house over here somewhere, purely for the fact that I can have a place to sleep in the event I need it. I'm gonna have to light these up, I just realized. That's okay. We can kind of do that after we build it, but mobs might start spawning. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It will not be a big problem. Hopefully something like this isn't too dark. I wouldn't imagine it is, but you never know with this version. Considering there's mobs spawning inside my house, I would not be surprised if the game starts making... You know, it's almost like they know. Like, I need to light this area up, but it's almost like they know that I'm building a creeper. The amount of creepers that the game has been sitting my way since I started working on this is a little excessive. So, they kind of need to calm down with that. You know, the nice thing about a lot of these layers that I'm realizing is that they're all mirrored. So, at least for now, I'm going to assume that they're probably not mirrored the whole way up, but for now, they're all mirrored. And that's making it significantly easier to build this. You just don't care, do you? Okay, so those are the actual legs done. Now we need to start working on the pieces that's connecting them. I'm going to go get more torches so I can light up this guy as well. But already we're getting ourselves... You can already tell that this is going to be a good creeper. I'm going to get more torches to light up that area too. That area is really starting to bug me. But I would hate to see mobs start spawning inside of the thing, so we'll definitely get the torches for that. So I just realized while building this, I just made it one too short. I'm supposed to make this top layer one like layer taller. So I guess I'll fix that real quick. Kind of bugs me. I hate using schematics, but I'm gonna be honest. I wanted this creeper to be a little bit more defined than just a lime green like creature. So here we are using this extra schematic to make it more difficult for me because I don't know how to build it. There we go. That's what it should look like. Now, it looks like the feet actually just repeat the pattern. So this will be at least semi-quicker. All right, the legs are done. So I do believe for the next layer, we actually need to go up by a block and then remove these blocks because the creepers kind of like, they don't really connect to their body. Like their legs are kind of disconnected from their body if you ever look at them. I don't know how to explain it, but if you ever look at it, it's not like there's like a piece connecting the legs to them. It's just kind of like the legs cut off and then there's just the body above them. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going from here and then I guess we'll start working on the body after this. So you know what else I just realized, guys? I made the body dimensions way wrong. Because look at this. The body is supposed to be a lot skinnier than that, isn't it? I think I need to push the legs up a bit. Like the back legs. Because the body is only like, I want to say the body is only like 4 pixels wide, maybe? So we only actually need a 4 block space from the back to the front here, so Yeah, we have to bring these guys up. God. Ah, okay. That is going to bug me. I'm going to tear down the body and this back leg, and then I'll build it again, and then we'll kind of get back to it. That's... Oh, that's tragic. You know, I kind of talked about it before. I don't like building from schematics, so this is exactly why. It's because I can, like, never read them properly. And then when I find out where I went wrong, it requires me to, like, backtrack, like, crazy far. And that's completely my fault. I'm gonna make a rule. After I build this creeper, no more using schematics for any builds. We are just going in raw, okay? We are no help from outside sources. Unless it's, like, a very specific, like, contraption or something I'm trying to build, I'm not going to use any schematics. I'm just going to build it from the heart and soul. But this one, because I already planned it, I'm just going to roll with it and just restart and suck it up. So yeah, that's how wide it should be. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sleep again, because that's all I do is walk back to my bed and sleep. But I will be right back once I get this built. Okay, now we're back up to where we were. So now we can do this the way I thought it went, which is, well, not what I thought it went, but something similar. Yeah, see? That looks a lot more creeper-like. That other one was way too big, so yeah, this will fit pretty well. And now that I'm kind of seeing what it'll look like, now that it's starting to stand up, I do believe that it shouldn't be covered by these ledges here. Okay, yeah. This thing's starting to come together. I'm a little over halfway done with it, but obviously it's not gonna have the waterfall on it. But yeah, I think this is gonna really fill in that space here pretty well. And I'm kind of thinking about it. I think I want to replace the ground around it with smooth stone, just so it has more of like a statue feel to it. But yeah, this thing's starting to come together. Again, I'm still not enjoying this as much because I feel like I enjoyed a lot more when I'm just kind of doing it on the fly, not following this stupid schematic. But I don't know. We'll be fine. I think this will be the only time. I think I said it already, but I think this is going to be the only time I use a schematic unless it's for something like redstone, because I am never figuring out redstone. That is just not in my, like, repertoire of things that I can learn. I can never figure it out. I've watched so many redstone tutorials, so many, you know, like, what's that dude's name? Seth Bling. Watched so much of him. I've watched so many how do comparators work videos, and I can never figure that stuff out. I swear, it is the absolute worst. Or it's not the absolute worst. Redstone itself is fine. It's mostly the fact that I can't figure it out, and because I can't figure out, it's the fault of the redstone and not my fault. So, yeah, that's my opinion on redstone. Love the dudes who can do it, but you will never catch me working with redstone without some help from somebody else. No, it did talk about all that redstone did kind of get me thinking. Honestly, maybe in this series, we should do an episode where I try to figure out some redstone. At least figure out some redstone before it gets super confusing. And then if we know the basics of redstone now, maybe the other stuff in redstone will make more sense later once we get there. Man, These cave noises really like to cut me off in the middle of a sentence and make me lose what I was talking about. I mean, I know I was talking about redstone, but maybe like, you know, instead of it just being like, oh, you know, I'm kind of thinking about it after building this. Um, Maybe we should dedicate an episode to doing some redstone, or at least trying to figure out redstone, like um, figuring out how it works, at least the basics of it. Like, obviously, I know you put a lever down, you connect it to some redstone, you put it on a piston, it's going to activate the piston. But what sort of thing? How can I make the circuit more intricate than that? What can I do to do that? I think that would be kind of interesting to do. So I messed up again, and I've already fixed it, but I had accidentally extended this out one too many blocks, and I don't know why, but it took me like 20 minutes of looking at the schematic to figure out what I did wrong. What I did wrong was this layer right here, right below this one, is just a solid, like, lime green wool layer. And so, rude. Anyways, and so I raised the entire thing up by one when there's actually supposed to be this white wool here. And that made me have to, like, I destroyed the whole thing trying to figure out where I went wrong. And again, this is why I don't like using schematics, because it actually bugs me to death. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I'm literally on the last layer of the schematic and I ran out of lime green wool. So I guess I'll go get more of that. That's really annoying. Let's see how it looks from the front before we go too far. Oh, yeah. Of course, we still got one more layer to go up, but oh, yeah. It looks good. And it's not getting cut off by the thing here. As I was building it, I was looking at it more and more, and I was like, okay, it's going to get cut off, but that looks actually really good. And yeah, like I said, if you had let me build this, it would be just a plain lime green creeper, but I'm going to be honest. I think, like, I'm already this far. I'm going to kind of keep it up, but I think I would honestly prefer the lime green creeper. Just because that's within my building ability and I wouldn't have to use a schematic for it. I mean, I'm having fun making this video, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not having as much fun as building, well, any of this other stuff, because I did all of this other stuff completely without schematics and just kind of like, oh, this might look good. Oh, this might look good. And even if it didn't look good, I stuck with it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about schematics. Like I said, redstone, sure, but this stuff, I don't know about it. Now, I have a lime green dye, but do I not have more cactus dye? Okay. Well, guess I'm off to smelt some cactus. That's great. I was hoping to avoid that, but guess I'll come back when I am able to finish this creeper up. Now, our ore reserves are starting to get a little full. Still make one more gold block. So that'll bring us up to 26 blocks of gold. And what is that? 101? 101 blocks of iron. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. That wraps up the creeper. So now we'll just gonna light up the top of this guy. We'll skate our way back down. We'll take a look at it from the front and see what we got going on. We might have to light up the legs too. Just realized that. So I learned too, and this is something I noticed because I had to go back down to get light gray wool. But if you notice, it slows down whenever there's a block in front of you. So, like, if the water stream is just an open water stream with no blocks around it, you swim up faster than if you do with like a block near it or like next to it. So yeah, that's a weird little feature that I just learned. And that is why we need torches up there. Holy crap. That was insane. Okay. My heart sank a little bit right there. I'm not even going to lie. I thought I was about to watch half my progress go away. I definitely got to light up this area too. Right. You just keep burning over there. You'll be all right. Yep. That's what we're looking for, buddy. It's like perfectly framed too. That is crazy. I guess I placed that like perfectly. Yep, there we go. And it's almost as tall as the mountains. I didn't even realize that. It's kind of crazy. Okay. So now that we have the creeper done, I'm going to dig up a bunch of stuff and make a sort of platform for it. Have to dig some stuff back a little bit. Oh no, I'll come back once I figure out the layout for this. Why, dude? Why? I cannot catch a break from these guys. It's like, I guess I've summoned them. I've just summoned them to their father. They really do. They really are aware that I built a massive creeper. Slabs are still just as annoying as they were when we were building the other place. I had to craft a bunch of them. But I noticed, like, I don't know how I didn't notice this until just now. I mean, I kind of knew about it, I guess, but I guess I kind of forgot about it too. When you craft stone slabs, right? You use 3 stone blocks to make them. However, they only give you 3 slabs, so you're effectively, like, destroying, like, half of those blocks by making these. And that, I don't know when that was changed. I know it was changed at some point, but I don't know when it was. No, I'm thinking about it now. Was that ever changed? Like, the 3, like, blocks becoming 3 slabs when you craft them? Like, obviously you have the stone cutter, which I believe gives you 2 if you put it in there, but does using, like, a crafting table, does that still yield just 3 if you make slabs out of that? I could have sworn it was 6, but maybe there is a good chance I'm losing my mind. Made a lot more slabs than I would have needed, but we'll probably go through them at some point, so not like a huge deal. And that completes it. It does look really good. Wow. I am liking this. I'm gonna wait until nighttime, and then I'm gonna kind of light this guy up just so it doesn't have monsters spawning all over it, but this does look pretty good. I'm still kind of iffy on the, like, solid wool, like, chin and, like, back of their necks that it has. I might go up there and do some messing around with the colors to see if it makes it look better, but overall, this looks really good. Kind of a shame I had to use a schematic for it. I probably should have just built the massive solid green creeper with, like, just solid black feet or whatever, but it looks really good. I do like it. Not sure what we'll do with it, but No, it's going to be a while before we get to this point, but what if we built like a creeper spawner under it? I think that could be pretty cool. Maybe that's what that'll be for in the future. But it's going to be a while before we build anything like that. I'm not a huge, like, farm guy. Like, I don't make a lot of farms. Like, you know, I keep talking about making a mob grinder and stuff, but I don't really feel like mob grinders count as, like, you know, a creeper farm that produces just, like, you know, 7,000 gunpowder an hour or something ridiculous like that. I just kind of build like a mob grinder or like a 1-layer creeper farm, and that's good enough for me. Because, I mean, what do I need all that stuff for? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Just today, all we did was build the creeper that's over there. But, like I said before, I don't really know how much I enjoyed that as much as doing the other stuff on the fly, just because it was using a schematic and feel kind of cheap. I don't know. I feel like you should build from your heart, not build what other people build. So I kind of don't know if I like that creeper entirely, but I kind of had the plan for it anyway, so I'm just going to keep it up. But I do like the way it turned out. I really do. It looks really cool. I'm going to get another shot of it here from this angle. See what it's like up on the hill. I kind of just looked at it from down there. But yeah, this thing is pretty big. That just goes to show how small the mountains were then compared to they are in like modern Minecraft, because this guy is almost as tall as the mountains, and this thing would get absolutely dwarfed by the modern Minecraft mountains, but I still do like it, even though I use a schematic for it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, a double thank you. And once again, my name is Slappy Burger, and I hope you have a blessed evening.